Balatay Balatay Bilip sürgünü unutpay. Hatta babalardan kalgan tini bizde joruşpay. Argımağın jorgotay Duyak tokto boğunca.
Evet, kitapçı.
Freud's The Interpretation
Bir
of
pratik
Dreams.
çalışma Sigmund Freud
It's the work
tarafından
that laid the
psikolog
foundations of
rüyalarına
psychoanalysis
bir
at the
açıklama
beginning of the
getirme
century.
amacıyla kaleme alınmıştır. 19. yüzyılda Freud'un duyuru yaparak analizler özellikle serbest çalışım içeren birkaç kural izlemeli demiştir. Freud rüyalara gömülü kalmış arzularını dışa vurmuş. Ya bu Freud askerde okumuştum bir kitabını, çok acayip bir adam. Böyle cinsel kitaplar yazıyor kendisi. Evet. Bu ne dar kara suymuş abi. Tarihi bitmedi ya. Bu ne? Ha. Evet. İsimsiz kitapçı dayız ve dükkan bomboş. Kimseler yok. Nasıl bir kitapçı lan bu? İskel. Gerçi ne bekliyorsun ki yani? Burada bir şeyler hırpalanmış, kırılmış.
What happened here?
Hadi bir Witcher Sense yapalım.
Let's start over.
En baştan
Where did they
başlayalım.
break in from?
İçeriye neden girilmiş?
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Tamam, içeri girmiş, ilerlemiş.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Sonra
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
bir şeyler düşmüş. Burada. Saflarda pek bir şey olacağını sanmıyorum ama yine de bakmakta fayda var. Şuradan abi. Ya başka bir şey görünmüyor ama zaten giremiyoruz buraya. Kitapçıyı incele. Şimdi şu tarafa gidelim. Evet, bir tablo.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What killed all these animals?
Oha, böcekler, fare.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
Abi kör etti ya. Ve Sarah
What
Hawkins.
sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Evet, bir şey
Sarah
bizi yıktı.
Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Hırsızlık.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Abi bırakmışlar. Biz o dili bilmediğimiz için. Ay kitabınızı.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Yüce sembolü üstünde taşıyan bu anahtar akıl sağlığını koruyabilmek için tek yol. Silindirik bir madalyon şeklinde ve bir zincir asılı halde duruyor. Merkezinde yüzyıllar önce yüce kişilerin güçlerine karşı koymak amacıyla işlenen yıldızımsı bir sembol bulunuyor. Tüm deliller Charles Hawkins'in onu esas sahibi olan Mısırlı bir antika satıcısından çaldığına işaret ediyor. Gazetelerde bu hırsızlığın Charles Hawkins'in Kairo'ya yaptığı ziyaretle çok yakın sürelerde olduğu tesadüfi bulunuyor. Kairo dediği herhalde Kahire mi? Bu eserin gerçek amacını bilip bilmediği yakında belli olacaktır. Onu bulmaya çalış. Evet. Abo. Biz bunu açmaya çalışacağız ama yani elimizde hiçbir şey yok gibi. Şimdi ipuçlarında falan filan şu ipuçları, şu ne abi? Drake'in hatıraları. R. Yok. Ne yapacağız bilmiyorum. Bunu nasıl açabiliriz ki? Şimdi şu bir duray 1 2 3. Biz Türküz. 1 2 3'ü denemek zorundayız. Sonra küserler. Hadi oğlum. Açılmıyor.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
Abi, konumuzla
How many
ilgisi.
volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
3 tane.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Ne Arkham?
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Oy. Bir de hocam şurada bir oda var. İdi. Burada da
Things are not looking good.
bir şeyler belki.
A kind of chalice.
Bir şeyler bulabiliriz. Ama maalesef hayır, karası tarihine. Evet, şurada.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Kitabı okuyacak mısın? Yani okumaktan zarar gelmez.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Oy.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Abi şunları dinlememiz gerekiyor bizim. Hemen şu mesela. İncele. Sekmeler arası geçiş yap. Ya şimdi envanter. Fonografla dinlenilmek üzere hazırlanmış bir silindir. Bunu isimsiz, bu gizli ses kaydı önemli bilgiler olabilir. De bunu nasıl dinleyeceğiz? En son bulduğumuz bir kitap vardı. Ya işte bir şey yapamıyoruz ki, yani sadece şu yapabildiğimiz bu. Neyse. Şuradan.
Arkham Editions.
Vay arkamına.
Never heard of them.
Yani şimdi ne yapmamız gerekiyor? Üç, 5, 8. Acaba şifreyi nasıl bulacağız?
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Mitoloji, mitoloji, biyoloji. Hocam bize bir adet şifre lazım.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Puf, puf, puf.
Things are not looking good.
Hah, bu ya, burada dinleyeceğiz işte. Şimdi biri dinleyelim.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Bir şey çıkmadı.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
The Queen has little protection.
Şimdi bu Arkham yayınlarında 9. sayısı.
Drake talked about a particular
Bu
volume.
3.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Hani sayı nerede abi? Kral Solomon tarafın yazıldığı iddia edilen bir kara büyü kitabıdır. Birkaç farklı çağrıma ayini ve büyü içermektedir. Yeniden basımı Hristiyan'ın bir parçasıdır. Abi saymayı yok ki bunda ya. 4 var.
What did Drake say about this collection?
1908. Of.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Özel bir sayı. Bak şimdi şu ilk ikisini inceledik. Şu.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Abi ne sayısı ya? Ben niye göremiyorum sayıyı? Ezoterizm ve olağanüstü olaylar üzerine yazılmış bilimsel eserlerin.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Drake'in mesajında bahsettiği sayılar bunlar demek. Hangi sayı abi? Sayı 1. Sayı 1.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Şimdi abi şu.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Şurada bir 1 var.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Tamam mı?
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
4 var.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Burada bir 4 daha var. Şimdi şöyle bir şey olabilir mi? 1 4 1 yemedi. 1-4-1 yemedi. 4 1 1 yemedi. 1 1 4 4 1 1 olmuyor. Şimdi burada ilk dinlediğimiz
Red rocks, like precious stones, lie
ses kaydında
set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
burada
And I do confess it.
şuradaki
I am willing to
kadehten
pay to
bahsediyor.
Chalice of knowledge.
Burada da bu çatlaktan itibaren saydığımızda bir kırmızı taşları 1 2 3 4 5 tane var. Sonra ikinci ses kaydına
I finally
geçtiğimizde
understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
satranç
Let those of
tahtasında
us who are still standing protect our white
kalan
queen from their dark
son
soldiers.
beyaz taşları
I see
diyor.
our number dwindling.
Burada da
And my
1
will
2
strengthens
3
as my
4 tane
apprehension grows.
1 2
We
3
shall refuse
4
to be
tane
the
şey var.
playthings of
Beyaz
destiny.
taş var. Yani burada 5, burada 4. Gelelim 3. ses
Dear
kaydına.
friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors,
9. sayıda bulunan
particularly relevant to my
9
research.
olabilir.
I never tire of browsing through them.
5 4 9 bir deneyelim, belki olur. Şimdi 5 4 9 yemedi. 9 5 4 yemedi. 5 3 9'muş. Biz satranç tahtasındakileri 4 saydık ama şahı saymadım. 3 girdim 4 yerine ve oldu. Yani ilginç bir şey. Ve kasayı açtık. Yine başka bir boyuta geçtik. Kör oldum. Bölüm 8. Riverside Kliniği. Allah belanı vermesin. Kliniğe gene döndük. İsimsiz kitapçıda Pierce bir hırsızlık girişimine şahit oldu. Daha sonra bu işin arkasında Charles Hawkins'in olduğunu öğrendi Pierce. Sarah'la onun ne saklamaya çalıştığını öğrenmek üzere kitapçının kasasını açtı. Kasanın içinde bulunan insan derisiyle kaplı bir kitap dedektifin oldukça ilgisini çekti. Kitabı açtığı anda benliği başka birine transfer olmuştu.
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Yo, Doktor Fuller'ı çağırmam.
Very well.
Güvenmiyorum.
I'll examine him.
Muayene ediyoruz.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an
Ben
edema.
dedim abi vitaminsiz
Slight
dedim.
protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Kanser
I'm not sure
olmuş.
I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Ya sana ne ya?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
SSK şey yapıyor mu? Karşılıyor mu?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't
canım.
believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
Tipe bak
What I'm
ya.
doing.
Böyle doktor mu olur?
How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Ay.
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a
Ayan
warning.
beyan tehdit etti işte ya.
Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd
Yakalanırsak
rather
oyun
not
yeniden
think about
başlar.
that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
İnşallah. Evet, bizim karakter yatıyor ve biz başka bir Fuller'ın ofisine git. Tamam. Şey olduğumuz için, doktor olduğumuz için artık
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work.
adamın
He's
ayağı
undergoing a
çürümüş.
ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Tamam, hadi siz halledin buraları. Ben geliyorum. Şimdi burası mutfak. Burası depo. Bu herif neci?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Tamam. Burası A
You're
bloğu.
pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty
Bunlar
girl.
dedikodu yapıyor.
And the answer
Burası
is no.
eczane.
I can imagine that she doesn't dare say it.
Burası boiler room. Bir şey odasıymış ama. Burası admin'in yönetici odası. Burası Thomas Fuller. Head Psychian. Şimdi burası ama nasıl gireceğiz buraya bilmiyorum. Buraya
Let's hope I can
gitmeyince.
go through the administration office.
Yemedi. Şuradan deneyelim.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
O zaman bir de bunu deneyelim.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Tamam. Kolay gelsin. Kolay gelsin. Hacı sen kimsin
Where
ya?
did my fiance go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Exit. Nişanlın kantinde. Blok B. Kitchen. Yani mutfağı en azından
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
giriyoruz ama mutfakta hiçbir şey. Ya
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
gizli bilimler. Yani oraya nasıl gideceğiz bilmiyorum. Bedroom man. Bura erkeklerin banyosu.
He says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who
Ne oluyor
pays.
lan?
What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her...
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Bu nedir ya? Yüksek güvenlik ünitesi sadece personel görevli
The answers
yetkili.
must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Abi öyle de giremiyoruz. Ne haber
We're
kız?
running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Ya abi sizin hastaneniz beni ilgilendirmiyor ya.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Ne yapacaksın işte? Hayat. Veriyorlar ayarı. Abi. Şu boiler room'a girelim.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Değil mi? Kazan dairesiymiş bu arada. Boiler room. Aha açtı. Açtı. Bura neydi? Vallahi girdim. Evet şimdi şöyle şuradan seyirteceğiz şu tarafa doğru. Kimse var mı ama?
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Ben öyle bir arkadaşa bakıyordum
Dr.
ya.
Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Allah. Bu kadını buradan çıkarmamız lazım. Ama nasıl? Ya abicim. Ama nasıl? Şimdi bu şuradaki
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Şimdi bu ne dedi? Su kesilirse dedi.
What a pest. Is everything all right, Doctor?
All is well, Elizabeth.
Thank God, no. The water...
Come now. Don't let that...
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down...
Her time is much too precious for the courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doc.
Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıt, suyu kes. Donovan şu bizi engelleyen kadın. Onun dikkatini dağıtmak için de zaten suyu keseceğiz. Suyu kesmek için de tabii ki şu boiler room'a gideceğiz. Boiler room yani kazan dairesi.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Anahtar? Neredeymiş o anahtar?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller...
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
Betty
But
kim?
if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
I'll tend to it.
Betty kim abi? Sen misin Betty?
Please, the fewer...
Ay herkes de bitirip Betty. Betty sen misin?
Dr. Colden.
Hemşire diyor. Betty'yi bulmam lazım. Betty sen misin?
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
Huh?
I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To
Yep.
put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Yatakhane ofisi B blok. Şimdi burası B blok zaten. Abi yatakhanenin ofisi mi olur ya?
We're running out of this.
I know, Doc.
Once again.
Can't you...
Donovan.
Ya of. Şimdi burası blok A, burası blok B. Burası da blok B.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical
Direkt
examination.
damardan girin. Megasite.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Direkt damardan girin.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor.
And I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for him. In the meantime, feed him
It'll be done.
Aman. Abi bu kazan dairesinin şeyi nerede ya? Anahtarı ya. Burada hep hastalar var abi. Şimdi
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
I'll tend to it. The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
haydi.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Ay götüm. Abi vallahi çıldıracağım ya. Bu bak bizim karakter olsaydı girerdi buralara. Pierce. Ya
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. Everything all right, Dr.
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank God.
Courage.
Thank you.
ya hayır şu bize bunu anahtarın yerini söyleyen hatun şuydu abi. Şuydu.
Doctor,
Would you know where the...
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well,
I'll ask her.
But if I...
Ha tamam.
I'll tend to.
Betty anahtarları yerine bırakmamış. Şuradan giriyoruz. Şu mu Betty? Betty. Allah'ım ya. Yani
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
yani disiplin sıfır. Kazan dairesinin anahtarı yerinde değil ve çekmecelerde geziyor. Yani şimdi bu boiler room neredeydi abi? Burada. Açıyoruz. Boiler room'u. Şimdi kesiyoruz suyu. Hadi.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Allah belanı vermesin senin ya. Bir de bu çıktı ha.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Bir alet bul. Bayım, aletinize ihtiyacım var. Aleti nereden bulabiliriz? Aleti nereden bulabiliriz? Bir ara ben bir storage room gördüm ama nerede gördüm? Şimdi burası banyo. Burası banyo. Burası eczane. Blok A. Storage room. Yani hiçbir şey maalesef yok. Burası ne? Tuvalet. Aha buldum. Hadi gidelim. Evet. Şimdi gidiyoruz kazan dairesine ve suyu kesiyoruz. Suyu kestik.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Elizabeth'e dön. Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıt. Elizabeth kimdi ya? Şu muydu?
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Bu da bitti. Şimdi Fuller'ın ofisine gir. Hemen şuradan seyirtiyoruz.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Yani masasındadır. Abi bu ne ya?
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Burası kilitli. Şimdi masasında böyle herhangi bir şey yok. Şurada bir şey yok. Ay, şu kapıyı yine açtık ya. Burada
I
yok.
should go another way.
Başka bir yol derken. Abi oda bura işte ya. Burası kapalı.
I should go another way.
Mesela şu an beynim durdu. Zaten ufacık bir beynim var. Ne yapmam lazım ya? Hiçbir şey yapamıyorum ki abi.
I should go another way. I should go another way. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her.
Abi Fuller'ın ofisi bura değil mi? Bura. Yani bura değil mi?
I should go another way. It's some sort of puzzle.
Bir tane gemicik bulduk odada.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something.
Aha,
Patient.
Silindir Fuller'ın ofisinde gizlenmişti. Sarah Hawkins'e yaptığı psikanaliz seanslarda harika düşüncelerini
Files.
kaydetmiş.
I was right.
Bu mu yani? Hala bir şeyler eksik. Heh.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Why is Ethan on medication? Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Yani
I must go back to the basement.
Bodrum. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere.
Ay balakay, bilir sürgünü unutpay. Hatta babalardan kalgan tini bizde coruspay. Argımağın jorgotay, tuyak tosta boğunca.